Hey everybody, Accurate here. Welcome back to the Long Dark Interloper, Season 1 episode. I think this is 49. I was sick for a good week, probably about 2 weeks ago. Then my family got sick. And been busy, man. Been real busy. And I just got done teaching the domestic violence part of the Citizens Academy that we had at our police department tonight. So yeah, they've been keeping me busy even during my off hours. So I'm glad to sit back down here finally with without hacking cough and ready to play some more with you guys. So here we go. I just saw the 5-year anniversary note in the game, and congratulations to Raf and the Hinterland team on accomplishing so much. And wow, just started with a Kickstarter program, didn't it? And here we are, 3 million units sold, 36 people on staff, one hell of a great studio. I'm impressive. I'm so impressed by their progress, and just want to say congratulations to them. I'm really looking forward to seeing what lies ahead for them. Nothing but great things, I'm sure. So, all right. Well, daybreak's about to happen here. We're going to definitely keep our well-fed bonus going here. Also, another thing that we saw was the preview for Crossroads Elegy, which is going to be episode 3, focusing on none other than Astrid here. So that should be interesting. October 22nd. Expect me to take a break from playing the survival series here to play through episode 3 completely, and then we'll jump right back into where we left off here, assuming I'm still alive at that point. All right, so let me just double check my equipment here, make sure I do have that bow. I got a couple of cooking pots. Don't really want to carry those all around everywhere. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna stow that in here. Hopefully we got enough room. Probably won't let me drop it, even though it'll just get rid of it, but we'll try. Nope. Let's find somewhere else to put this thing for now, where it will just disappear. Oh wait, I don't think it will, because you can break it. Can you break it down? Let me double check on that. Nope. Yeah, you can't. You can't do anything with it. You can't harvest it. There's no action. So let's see if I can find an empty container with enough room so I can make it poof disappear. Wow, it's really dark in here. All right, let's get our lantern out here if we must, and we'll head on back to Mystery Lake. Go see if our let's see. There we go. Poof disappears. Great. Now we don't have that in the mix. We've already got plenty of things to worry about. Last thing we need to do is worry about that. Okay. So let me dip back in here. It looks like it's pretty cold. I see 3 arrows pointing down for our temperature there. So I think we're probably going to hang out here for an hour. Let's just go ahead and sleep for... not tired enough. Alright, let's pass time for an hour here. There we go. Now I can see a little bit better. Take a peek outside, see if the temperature's getting a little bit warmer. -4 degrees. It's super foggy. That means super dangerous. I'm not traveling in that fog. I really don't want to get attacked again. Okay, is there anything we can do with our clothing here? Let's see here. I think we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, we are actually pretty good shape. We can repair this. Let's go ahead and repair our hat. Yeah, might as well. There we go, 100%. These pants, definitely want to do that. We got a wolf pelt here, deer hide. That's cured. Yeah. I want to repair my pants. I need that deer hide. Let's do that. What do I need? A gut? I can do that. I got plenty of those laying around. She's okay, don't worry. I will get her food here in a second, as soon as we get done fixing these pants up. 95% chance. Big bucks, no whammies. Make it happen. Just for the marbles. Yeah, alright. That's what I like to see. 75, 76. Yeah, everything's looking out. Everything else looks pretty good. Yeah. Sure, why not? I'm gonna go get some food. We're in the red now. Let's go do that before I forget.
Ah, starving.
7 degrees. Alright, so it's getting a little bit warmer. Let's go and eat that rancid. It's cooked. That's the main thing. As long as it's cooked. These are all raw. Okay, no worries. I think I got a bunch over here. And it looks like the fog is lifting, so I don't know. Hoping it'll be a better day. We can definitely travel right now if we have to. I'm gonna fill my belly as much as I can, and we'll head on out. I'm ready to get over to Milton, do a little bit of exploring. Alright. 1,000 calories. Sounds good. Cooked. And I'll move this one over. This one's raw. Let's not be mixing them like that. 15 calories. Okay. Let's grab a piece of wolf meat here. That's a small piece. Yeah. I have to eat it from here? Yeah. There we go. Because it was completely ruined, I guess. Let's not carry that around. That's some unsafe water. We'll put this over here. I accidentally drink that. If I get too clicky on the menu, it's a possibility. Yeah. Okay, I think that should probably do us. Okay, we're pretty much. I want to drop that. Okay. I'm gonna run inside, get warmed up, come on back. We got a pot here. I'm gonna leave another pot here. I don't need to carry 2 of these, so drop one here. They're heavy. That's the reason. Nope, we'll probably find coal over there. I think we have coal on the way anyway. It's not a big deal. Plus we go through a cave to get to Milton, so that should probably have restocked its coal. I freaked a few of you guys out with that shorter episode. Man, I couldn't go any longer. I was just going to start having a coughing fit. And that's why that last episode was so short. But, yeah, I think a lot of you thought I died. It's always good to keep you on your toes. Alright. Yeah, pretty exciting week last week. I was sitting there. It was this time last week, and sitting there minding my own business, and then dispatch came over there and said, you know, basically locked down the channel for our department. Before they even told us what the dispatch was going to be, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never had this happen before. Normally they tell you what it is, and then they said, you want the channel locked down for you. Meaning everybody else stays off of it. All the other agencies stay off of it. They go to an alternate channel to do all their normal radio traffic. And they keep the primary channel just for us, because we might need to start screaming for help or something. So they locked it down before they even told us what we were going on. And it turned out it was a domestic. We'll sleep for an hour, maybe 2. We had a domestic that while they were on the phone, they heard there was a gunshot that was fired in the background. So, of course, being a small village, I got there within like a minute and a half. Got the old rifle out and parked about a half block down the road. Alright, let's get moving. And I'll get a drink here real quick. Just carry less weight. So yeah, I parked about half a mile down the road. And double check something here. I just want to make sure I'm not carrying around anything really crazy extra. That looks reasonable. I don't really see anything there that is alarming. 2 pounds of cloth. Over 2 pounds of cloth. So, yeah, I'm driving there and get the old rifle out, go up to the house, and some of the people from the house are already outside on the porch, and we have them go across the street, get behind hard cover, order a few other people out of the house, and then we went in, and I could kind of see back into the back of the house, and it was sort of like a dark, cavernous type of a house where you could see silhouettes in the back, and I knew the layout of the house because I've been there multiple times in the past, and there's an old guy in there who's on oxygen, and so kind of semi-bedridden. Like, he can get up and get around, go to the restroom and things like that, but he pretty much spends most of his time in his bed. And he was the one that had popped off the shot. Like an office pop from the other guys. But, or a desk pop, that's what it was, desk pop. But, in this case, he decided to, they had an argument, his wife and their grandson had an argument, and they weren't separating or anything like that. It was happening right at the foot of the bed, so he grabbed his nightstand gun and popped off a shot. Unfortunately for him, he didn't fire it up, which is kind of good because he's in a 2-story house, but he didn't fire into the mattress or straight down into the floor where there's nothing but foundation below. He fired it straight out horizontally out the exterior wall. Is that a rabbit? What is that down there? Yeah, it's a rabbit. Okay. Saw some movement there. Made me nervous. He's like, I was like, well, I'm gonna go around. You know, I got in there and he kept his hands up when I came in, and you know, I guess looking down at an officer coming in with an AR-15 would probably do that. It tends to gain compliance among the sane, and he had his hands as high up as he could get them, which was great. You know, it made my job a lot easier. And I went in there and I knew him. I was like, James, what are you doing? What happened? Without reaching for it, where's this gun? Don't reach for it. And to just tell me where it's at. And he said, I don't know, my wife took it from me. So I quickly got in contact with her and asked her what she did with it, and she said that, oh yeah, I took it away from him and put it underneath the pillow. So it's just like literally her side of the bed, the pillow. So it's like within easy reach of him. So I went over there and recovered it. Same gun I carry, almost the same gun as I carry off duty, a Ruger LCP. I have the LCP too, but yeah, 380. So I said, well, what happened with this gunshot? I said, were you shooting at somebody or what? And he's like, no, I was just trying to break him up, like a warning shot. I said, well, where'd the bullet go? And he's like, right up here, and he showed me in the wall, and it was going horizontal out the wall, and it was an exterior wall. So I went outside, saw dang it. Of course. Of course. At least we can still use our, at least we can still use the flare gun. Look at that. She can use 2 hands. Look at her go. So, I go out there and see the exit of the bullet going through the, coming out of the house in the siding. Look across the field, and there's about 133 feet, to the next house across a small field. And I see some people mulling around out there. I'm like, are you guys alright? Because it looked like the bullet went that way. And they're like, the lady was like, yeah, just pissed off. And I'm like, well, what are you upset about? She's like, almost got shot. I said, really? Where did it, do you know where this, when did it happen? You know, and I sort of played dumb to let her tell her side of the story. I didn't want to put ideas in her head. And, she said, yeah, gunshot from over there just before you guys showed up. And, the bullet hit right here. And she points up to the back of this, overhanging part of her porch. And sure enough, there is a bullet hole right above her rear porch. She goes, my 2-year-old was out here. Literally went 6 feet above my 2-year-old's head. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, anyway, long story short, we couldn't really take him to jail because of his medical conditions. But we did charge him with discharging within village limits, which is a low-level misdemeanor, not a big deal. But the big one was discharging into a habitation. And that's like I think it's, if memory serves, it's a 2nd-degree felony. So,
Crazy.
you know, he's going to have to go answer for it. I took photos of everything, and I went back to him, and I said, hey, so that bullet that you didn't think went through your wall, because initially he's like, yeah, it didn't come out the other side. When I said I'm going to go check, see where it came out, I told him, yeah, it actually went 133 feet, because I measured it off, and hit your neighbor's house. I said, 6 feet above a 2-year-old's head who was playing outside on the porch, and there's 2 adults there too. So narrowly missed 3 people. And I said, I got some pictures here to show you. He said, I don't want to see the pictures. They'll just make me sick. You know, he just started he got pretty upset about it. Not at me, but at like himself for potentially injuring somebody. I'm like, yeah, you know, I know you were trying to break something up and stop something that was sort of out of your control, but you went about it the wrong way, man. You just can't do that. You can't be shooting through walls blindly. I mean, these things actually have some they have some power, man. They penetrate. I mean, if you had to, and absolutely, just shoot it down into the mattress, you know. At least the bullet will stop, and it's gonna go straight down where there's nobody except for foundation of a house. But best thing is just they were already on the phone with 911 anyway. So best thing to do was just be let us show up, because we're never far away, and let us handle it. Nobody was getting hit. Nobody in the actual domestic dispute that precipitated all this was actually ever injured. It never got physical. Just a lot of arguing. So I guess it is what it is, but I'm just glad it worked out good and nobody got hurt and we didn't have to hurt anybody, and you know, knock on wood, I'm just glad that that kid on the porch and that family over there didn't get hurt either. So, all right. I think I'm just going to, I'm not going to rest because I don't want to get too, I don't want to be too awake come, let's take a look outside, see if we're going to be able to even travel. Sounds pretty gnarly outside. Alright. Another one. Hey, I gotta tell you guys, we did a buy bust on a deal. Actually, it wasn't a buy bust. It was just we got information of a drug deal going down. I guess technically it's not. Yeah, probably not. But, yeah, I come up over the hill going down into this parking lot, and it was like one of those blacktop parking lots that, is, when it gets wet, it's kind of slick. It makes your tires squeak, you know, whenever you're just turning normally. Also had some fall leaves that is scattered about there. And I come up over the hill and crest it with my lights on to as part of the takedown team. And I go sliding down the hill and come nose to nose with a car. And I literally kissed the front end of the suspect's car with my cruiser. And it was license plate to license plate. No damage, but we both got a little bump, like maybe a 1 or 2 mile an hour bump. But yeah, the nice thing about that was the way they were backed into the woods. There's basically a waterfall and a ravine behind them. The only way that they couldn't have escaped now. There was not going to be a pursuit. So it kind of worked out good. Was not what I intended. I intended to stop about 3 or 4 feet before that. But it was kind of funny. Even the owner of the car, who was not involved initially in any type of the arrest or anything like that, he was like, yeah, it's all good. There's no damage here. No damage. I'm not seeing any damage on my car. But then it turned out he had a warrant from a county, 2 counties over, for cocaine trafficking, dangerous drugs, and money laundering. I was like, good God, man, money laundering? What are you, like Martin Bird over here? But actually I ended up transporting him and the guy who got popped for the original drug deal that we were there for. 4 sheets of acid. So if it turns out, if it goes to the lab and comes back as acid, that's a F1 felony. Pretty big deal. But if it isn't, it's going to be trafficking counterfeit controlled substance, so pretending that something is basically fleece, pretending something is a drug and passing it off as a drug, and that's just a first-degree misdemeanor, so it's not as big a deal. All right, I think the weather has dropped. I'm gonna see if we can make it to our cave. That would be ideal. 25. Oh, this is wonderful. Look at this weather. All right, are we still sprained? Yeah, we are. 2 hours of recovery. And a bandage. I have a bandage. Yep. I think the timer starts once we put this on. Okay. I'm gonna let that go. Because if I get into trouble, I'll just be using a flare anyway. Again, if we can make it to ravine, then we're not gonna have to worry about predators. So, basically I just have to make it through here carefully. And if I can do that, then I'll save some pain meds for later. So yeah, it's been one of those. I mean, and then I had a stolen truck that ended up, the case got broken wide open on when an unrelated stolen air conditioner from a business got recovered, and the guy there mentioned a green truck that was taken, and turns out that there was an eyewitness that actually saw my suspect. He works for the eyewitness. My suspect works for him as remodeler for houses, He actually was down the street waiting for him to come up to talk about a remodel, and watched him get into my truck and drive off. He even tried to swing by and talk to him before he stole the truck. But, so we not only, you know, unfortunately the truck got crashed out in a neighboring city and was completely wrecked. I mean, pretty bad. Also, some physical evidence that links back my suspect to that truck was found in that truck. It's a solid case. It's a really good solid case. And initially it looked like I wasn't going to be able to go anywhere with it, but it worked out. And we found him hiding in an abandoned house that the witness owned, the one that he was renovating for my witness. And the suspect was hiding under the sink in a cabinet. When we went in, we cleared it. What happened was one of my officers was asked by the landlord, "Hey, could you come down here? He might be in this house. Could you clear it for me and just make sure it's okay?" And we're like, "Yeah, no problem. We'll do that. Make sure your property's safe for you to enter." And because he shouldn't have been in there. He had no right. He had no right to like stay there or to shack up there while he was working or anything like that. That was never part of the agreement. So he had no right to be there in the first place. Just to be there to work, and that's it. Not to live there. So he goes down there and he opens up the door, or he goes to open the door with the key that the landlord gave him and the chain on the doors on it. That's kind of weird. Whenever you leave a house, you normally don't... It's kind of impossible to put a chain on the door. Normally it has to be somebody who's on the inside, right? So as my officer's actually able, the way the chain was set up, he was actually able to pull the security chain off and enter the house. So he did that. As he was doing that, he heard a noise in the back, but he thought, man, it's maybe a raccoon. So he went in he held what he had until we got there, explained what we had. He says, "I heard a noise. I don't know if it's an animal or if it's somebody in there." We go in and do a first sweep, a protective sweep of the house, and when we get to the back door of this house, there's really, the way it's set up, there's really no windows to go out of. If you do go out of a window, you're looking at like a 30-foot drop. So, yeah, and those were all secured from the inside anyway. And then the back door was deadbolted. Now, if somebody ran out the back door, if it was a person, I've never seen somebody run out a back door of a deadbolted house and then turn around and lock the deadbolt as they're fleeing. Never seen that happen. So, it was kind of weird, the circumstances. So hearing a sound and everything being secured from the inside. And so we cleared the whole house and didn't find anything. It was empty, you know, because it was being remodeled. And it wasn't very hard to search. It wasn't that big. And it was actually so small, I had my rifle out. And I was like, gosh, man, I wish I would have just left the rifle in the car and used my pistol, because it was so tight, such tight quarters, I would have probably been in a wrestling match if somebody was there and they grabbed my rifle, you know. It was that tight. I didn't realize that when I deployed it. But in hindsight, I was like, oh my gosh. So we got back, sat in our cars, and we're sitting out front talking. And then the landlord, there's my officer Rob. He's like, man, I know I heard something in there. I just can't figure out what it was. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do a secondary sweep and like look in all the nooks and crannies. Because in your first sweep, you're normally just kind of looking for the primary areas somebody's going to jump out, like from a corner. You're looking at your corners, you're looking in closets, you're looking behind shower curtains, just to make sure that nobody's going to jump out and ambush you from those obvious places. You're not looking for somebody, you know, crouched down hiding. You're looking for somebody that's going to hurt you. So I was like, let's just do a secondary sweep and double check. Normally, I like to have secondary sweeps done by a completely fresh pair of eyes, a group of officers who weren't in there to begin with, and have them do it, because then they normally see things that maybe we didn't see. So anyway, we didn't have that many officers. It was 3 of us. So we went back in and started looking in the, playing like hide and go seek style searching this time. We go through to the kitchen. This is sort of a studio downstairs type layout. Go to the kitchen, and there's 2 cabinets underneath the kitchen sink, and I open up one of them, and I look down, and I thought I saw trash bags, and I was like, oh, I missed my turn. And then I looked closer, and I'm like, that trash bag has like arm hair or leg hair. And I realized, hey, no, that's a person's leg. So we started screaming at the guy. He had like somehow managed to like make himself so small he was underneath the sink, and he wasn't in the open part of the sink. He was in, like, underneath the sink part, the main sink part with all the pipes. And he was, we started screaming at him to get out, and he complied, pulled him out, put him straight on the ground. Sure enough, it was my suspect from the stolen truck and the air conditioner unit that had been stolen from a business. So he played dumb about the whole thing, so I wasn't going to keep talking to him if he was going to start off lying. It really didn't matter to me. I had him pretty much dead to rights, caught red-handed. I just wanted to hear if he was going to be honest and truthful and basically be able to put something in my report that, hey, he said he was sorry, he stole it for this reason or that reason, and he does feel bad and he fessed up to it. If he wanted to do that, then so be it. Maybe it would have looked better for the judge would have looked at it and thought, you know, come sentencing, you know, taking pity on him a little bit. But in this case, the judge is going to look at all the facts during sentencing and be like, no, it's obvious it was you, and you're still playing dumb, even though you had all this evidence against you. So if you want to play like that and show no remorse for your actions, then so be it. I'm thinking that's probably what will happen. Of course, I don't know. I'm not a judge. Can't really speak for them. But that's just my hunch. That's the way I've seen it go many times. All right, let's have some venison. And we'll get some more to drink. And yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, man, it's been one of those. I was also sick for 2 days. So these last 2 weeks, man. Whew. And then the weekend of October 10th, I will be in Florida, Captiva Island, for a wedding. I'm not going to the wedding. It's not anybody I know, but I will be watching my girls, and we'll be hanging out on the beach. The place we're staying actually has this like own private beach access, so we can just like walk out of our hotel room straight out onto the beach, hang out there, have a lot of fun. It's not New Smyrna Beach, people. It's not. And I hope the red tide's a bit better than it was last time. That was a little disappointing. That's really weird, that algae bloom. Alright. So, let's see how we're doing with our stamina. Okay, we're pretty good. I'm gonna stand here and warm up a bit, and then we can maybe move on over to... I don't know. I probably want to stay here, wouldn't I? Be able to stay outside. It wouldn't hurt to stay outside a little bit in case I get snowed in for a little bit in Mystery Lake. So, yeah, I think we'll stay here. We'll probably stay here for the night. We got food here. We have a fire. I got stuff out here to make fire with. In case we need to get water. We have the pot to cook water in. I say we stay here for the night. Yeah, that's going to be probably the best bet. And it feels like 72 right here. So let's just kill a little time, get a little extra sleepy. I know you guys always like, well, a lot of you guys like the police stories, and I don't know, it came in bunches since I last recorded. But I have been craving some Long Dark, man. I definitely have. I'm looking forward to playing some Stranded Deep and maybe some Green Hell or something like that also. I don't know. I also want to play, when that comes out, Dead Stick, that flight simulator, bush pilot flight simulator. And oh my gosh, have you guys seen the videos from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, the new one coming out in 2020? Oh, it looks great. Looks wonderful. They're actually using satellite imagery and then using like AI to take satellite imagery of areas and model places. So you can like, the guy who went to Microsoft and actually saw it, Frugal Sim, I think is who it was. He did a really good video on it. And he talked about it all. They said they weren't going to do VR, which is very disappointing to me. Because racing games, flight games, anything like that requires depth and understanding of, like, a feeling of speed, is just so much, it just fits so well with VR. And, alright, let's see here. 2-degree drop. She's starting to get a little tired. I'm pretty comfortable here, sleeping here. I'm going to probably do 4-hour sleep stints, just so I don't get caught by the world's worst blizzard ever. I think it's probably going to be safe. And probably go to sleep here, maybe when the moon is at its highest, I'm guessing. So, let's just pass a couple hours of time here. You can see our conditions going up slowly. I also got a pot of chili cooking in the background here. It smells so good here right now. My sister, my lovely, lovely sister, I get this box in the mail, and it's from, oh gosh, it's the Guinness World, Book of World Records holder for eating the hottest peppers. And it's from his farm, I guess. Or from his... Ooh, it's pretty outside. We might just travel. No, I'm gonna stay here tonight. Man, it's really nice right now. I still got my sprain. Nope, not anymore. But she sent me like 12 Carolina Reapers. I just get this box, I open it up, and they're not even like in a bag. They're just in a box, in a shipping box, tumbling around. And I got some nice Carolina Reapers. So thank you so much, Pam, my sister. Love you. If you happen to be watching. Yeah, that's a nice treat. So I got this chili going. I'm not going to put the Carolina Reapers in the chili as it's cooking because, you know, nobody else in the household will be able to freaking eat it. I'll just have like, you know, 6 pounds of chili that I have to eat over the course of the next week. And then I got a pork loin and chop that up. So I'm doing it super slow overnight, slow cooker style, and I think it'll be pretty good. Let's get a drink and let's take our nap. But when I dish, I'm gonna pull out a little bit of the chili off to the side, maybe a third of it, and add the Carolina Reapers there very slowly because I heard they're pretty hot. Pam said I should really try to like cut off like a sliver, like a very small, almost microscopic sliver, and give it a try. So we're gonna go for 4 hours here. Yeah, let's do 5. See you guys in 5 hours. What the hey? Live dangerous. So I'm gonna try that. 107 days, 12 hours, 45 minutes. Starting to get a little snowy out there, no big deal. Feels like 54, so the temperature did drop pretty significantly here. Luckily we have this bedroll. 6.2, I wonder, what's my bedroll at? I might need to check that. It's gonna be down, wait, there it is, survival. 70%, oh, it's okay. It's still alright. It's aight. Okay. Let's get some more sleep. Yeah, we still need another 4 hours or so. Should be good. Should just start to be getting thirsty right when we wake up. Oh, no. Much better than I expected, actually. Fully rested. Oh, because we woke up fully rested. Okay. Alright, do we want to move now? I kind of think maybe we want to move now. It looks like it's going to be really cold out here. If it's 50 degrees all the way back there, it's going to be really cold out here. Like negative 30. No, it's only negative 1. Whoa. I had a guard deer. He was looking out for me. Keeping an eye on all that. I might try to think if I want to grab... Negative 1's dropping that fast. I want to grab a coal. I don't know if I want to grab a coal or not. Probably not. I think I have coal. I got a lot of wood at the unnamed pond cabin where my moose hide is. So I'm gonna sit here and warm up. Gosh, it's gonna take a minute. Let's drop this down and use the bedroll. All right, let's use this because we get a little bit of a warmth bonus, which will help accelerate the time there. All right, let's get going. Haha. Just had a fly, like a house fly, land on my monitor. I managed to catch it. I got it. Normally pretty quick. Normally I can't do that. I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. I'm just excited to be back. Feels good. Oh. Also in December, for upcoming travel plans, just so you guys are aware, in December we're going to be going away for a weekend in mid-December for my wife's graduation from CRNA school. Yay! 27 months of absolute hell for her, man. Oh, I'm so glad to see her finally get done. It's going to be so worth it. I'm so proud of her. She works so hard, and she is one amazing woman. But yeah, I just we're gonna go do that graduation down in Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm gonna hook myself up with some In-N-Out burgers. Oh man, since that's as far west or as far east as In-N-Out comes, I gotta get them while I can. And then in mid-January we're gonna be going on a Disney cruise, so expect some interruptions there. During, you know, I guess it's next weekend. Well, for Captiva Island, yeah. The weekend of the 10th. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. Alright, let's listen up for doggies. Feels like a blizzard's gonna set in. I just want to make it over here to the trailers, if I can. If I can do that safely. Keeping an eye out for all these animals here. Okay. Oh my gosh, that chili smells so good. Oh. I haven't eaten hardly at all today. I'm eating I'm dieting. I'm not really changing my diet too much. Trying to get a little more bang for my buck, like, you know, eating more vegetables, fruits. Trying to, like, do the whole food pyramid. I know I'm dating myself when I say that.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Trying to eat less, and so far it's been good. Like, normally if I think to myself, oh, okay, I'm gonna take like 3 scoops of that, I'll take 1 scoop, you know? And then I found that, you know, after a little while, I'm pretty happy with the result. I'm not starving. But yeah, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've lost like 6 pounds, so my goal is to get under 200. I'm at like 2, I just went into the 220s right now, so I want to get under 200 and go from there. It also helped me when I start doing the paramotoring. I mean, they have paramotors that can lift people who are like 400 pounds. And, you know, trikes and double, like tandems, people who are tandem. So it's not a matter of they just don't make anything that'll accommodate. It's just I want to be comfortable. And I want to be able to pick whatever type of equipment I want to pick. I don't want to be limited. So, plus it's going to be good for me. When I get into jiu-jitsu, I think I'm going to get into jiu-jitsu around January, February, when my wife actually starts working. I'll have a little bit more free time, because she won't be as locked into school. And, oh, there's a wolf right there. We're going to run this way as quick as we can. Try to avoid bringing him down on us. I just think that that's something I need to learn. There have been times where, you know, I can pretty much brute force my way through a fight, or a tussle, or whatever, a resisting subject, but I'd much rather be knowing what I'm doing. Like, if I get underneath, I want to be able to reverse that as quick as possible, get them on top. I mean, you know what, it might end up saving my life, might save their life. Me being able to know how to, you know, keep it at a lower level. And I want to go home every night, so I'm going to start doing that in February, and then go from there. Stay on target. I already researched it all. I was like, I better have researched it. I better not leave something like that unread. Alright, so we made it here. Still a little cold. I'm going to get myself something to drink first. Just about ready to start freezing, but we're going to be alright. It's afternoon. I'm not going to sleep. I'm just gonna pass time here. Alright, let's take a peek outside, see what it looks like. Get low. 40 minutes, man. I tell you what, when I had to teach the academy class and I was in front of about... Oh yeah, he's coming this way. You see that? That wolf be hungry. There's about 11 citizens that are going through this academy class. Every week what happens is they come to the police station and then they learn like a new aspect of police work, and they get to do like 2 ride-alongs each during the program as well. And it goes on for like 9 weeks, and they show them like, you know, firearms and defensive tactics. They show, and all the equipment we have, defensive equipment. They show them, you know, crime scene investigation was the other one today that another officer did, and I did domestic violence, and then they did investigations last week, and they just explained to them how things work, and the people are all like, wow, we're learning so much, we didn't realize all these different things about police work. And 600 and some calories. I don't want to. I think we make a move, man. I want to get to where the food is before we run out of calories. I don't want to use any stocks. Okay, do some distance here. -7. We'll probably be frozen by the time we get there, but I think we're gonna be all right. As long as we don't get ambushed. But I'm ready for it. I can fire this thing off pretty quick if I need to. So, yeah, I mean, I tell you what, doing these monologues with you guys and commentating through these videos, it makes talking about a subject that I know really well and I've spent a few hours preparing for just so easy. Literally just the time flew by, and I never really thought of myself as a public speaker. Even doing this, you know, I don't really think of this as public speaking because there's nobody's eyes are on me, but it definitely helps. It helps with the flow. Not tripping over words. So, yeah, I guess this was good training for that. It's a good group of people as well. Oh, there's a wolf straight ahead, going right out there. There must not be a bear in that immediate area, otherwise that wolf would be freaking out. But as of right now, looks good. Oh, there's 2 wolves. Son of a gun. We're gonna have to figure out something here. 3 wolves, 3 wolves. Check that, 3 wolves. I'm gonna go high, I think. Up and over, and then around, I think. I don't know if I can get that high. Yep. It's painfully cold out here. -6. Not that bad. We're not getting the... Oh, there it was. I was gonna say, we're not getting the sprain warning right now. Spoke too soon. I'm just trying to avoid these wolves down here.
Oh, I could eat a horse.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what scared him? Why is he running up here? Don't reset up here. I'm gonna have to run. If he resets, I'm screwed. Oh no.
That's gonna slow things down.
Right, perfect timing. That treatment. What did I used it on my foot? Oh, I have to use it on the pain. That's the bear. That's what it is. Son of a gun. I gotta use it on the pain, not the foot. Oh well, I'm overdosing now on pain meds. Sprained ankle, recover time. I gotta wrap it as well. Alright, I'm gonna get up here. I think. Wouldn't be able to run. Okay, we're good. I got crazy mad medic skills. We're gonna go down from here. I know a shortcut. I don't see him. Is he up on the... Is he ledged up here or what? Alright guys. Get your climbing gear. Alright. I'm gonna frickin' mountain goat my way out of this predicament. Uh-oh. 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 Get over there. Okay. Down, gentle. Gentle. Oh, boys and girls. Jeez, stop doing that. Gosh. Goodness gracious, Astrid. Think ninja. Okay, now we're coming in the back area of where I always check for... there was sometimes a wolf over here, so we need to be a little careful about that. But we're coming in where I normally check for moose. Our cabin's going to be right around this corner, just to the right. There it is. Sometimes there's a wolf out here, remember? The one that came up to the cabin during the aurora that I kept missing. Is there an arrow out here? I can't remember if there's an arrow here or not, but I'm too cold to worry about it right now. I think I got it all. I think I got everything. We need food, so I'm going to take in some food to eat while we warm up. Alright guys, we made it. We made it. That bear just arrived at just a very inopportune time, man. He sent the wolves scattering every which way like a shotgun blast, and I happened to be freaking down range of that. And when they reset, that was not fun at all. How's this moose hide doing? 66% cured. Ooh. Well, I think we're going to probably pack this up and head on over to the Trapper Homes. Well, I don't know. We got a lot of food here, though. We might just hang out here. Is there a reason to leave? We got rabbits out here. We got tons of firewood. We got some good cover for some fires, depending on the wind direction. Yeah, that's somewhat safe. I think we just hang out here until it's dried. Until this is all cured up. Cured wolf pelt. Alright. I'm not really ready to... I guess I could repair my wolf jacket. Probably wouldn't hurt. It's like 81%, I think. Let me check. 84. That's a little early. I'd rather have it get down to like 75 to 70%, so we get maximum bang for our buck for that hide. Bearskin coat's doing really well. Take that. Look at them deerskin pants. You gotta love that. 92% on the boots as well. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's not lose that underwear. That's the only pair of underwear I have. Ooh, that's gross. 107 days. Alright, let's get something to eat, lest I forget. Which I will. Y'all know me too well to think otherwise. Oh yeah, I grab a 58 calorie piece of rabbit meat. Alright. Yeah, that's more like it. That huge piece of moose meat. Yeah. And I'm still not even full. Look at that. I'm such a gluttonous pig. Watching her eat just makes me envious. Alright. Well-fed hypothermia risk calories. 70 lovely degrees in here. Nice and warm. I'm gonna grab some more food to eat. What the hey? There we go. We're only gonna eat a partial amount of that, obviously. Okay. Drop that. Got a lot of water ready to go. I am pretty good shape, man. Life is good. Alright guys, I'm looking at the clock here. We're back. We got ourselves a bow again. And look at all this meat just ready to go. From where the fire's all burned out. Still got a lot. That's going to be great. We're going to appreciate that soon, I imagine. Grab some more feathers here. Never hurts. Never hurts. Lots of wood. Alright, let's head on inside. Alright guys, I want to end this episode here. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Next episode, I believe, is the Big 5-0. So, yeah, that should be fun. And I'll see you then. Y'all take care.